Business Focus, brought to you by KCB. KCB, making the difference.
Entertainment plays a key role in developing talent and has been identified as one of those industries with the potential to spur Kenya's economic growth. This is our major focus tonight. Good evening and welcome to Business Focus. My name is Joy Doreen Bira and I'm hosting the only show of its kind that gives you entrepreneurial skills through successful business stories. But first, let's take a look at the highlights on tonight's show. We identify unique business ideas in the entertainment sector. We review emerging opportunities in entertainment from an entrepreneur behind Kandi and Kandi Record. In the regional market segment, we talk to the proprietor of Grandpa Records on his business journey. As usual, we welcome your feedback on the show on our Facebook page as well as our Twitter handle displayed on your screen. You can also drop us an email on bf@standardmedia.co.ke or SMS 8041. Business begins now. Business Beyond Limits highlights unique ideas in Kenya's SME sector. And tonight, we take you to Brew Bistro Lounge here in Nairobi, where we speak to the entrepreneur behind it who has created a complete spot with a bar and restaurant and how he is making millions out of this spot. Entertainment is an event that uses several and diverse concepts to capture the interest of an audience. It sets our minds free, helps us release stress, and generally makes us happy. Entertainment in Kenya has been largely dominated by music, nightclubs, and restaurants, though other activities such as sports and team building are quickly adding up to the pack. Entrepreneurs have utilized entertainment through creation of business ventures that helps satisfy audience entertainment needs. Meet Alim Ladakh, the entrepreneur behind the Big Five breweries, Brew Bistro, Bar and Lounge here in Nairobi. Ladakh is a trained brewer whose passion for brewing presented him with a business idea.
This is basically a passion. I've been brewing over 15 years. I grew up in Kenya. I brewed all over the world, in Canada, in the US, in Germany, in West Africa, in Central Africa. And I came back to Kenya, to settle down 6 years ago. I mean, the Kenyan economy is doing really well right now, and it was the right time to do something different in the market.
Brew Bistro and Lounge is of no doubt one of the best entertainment spots in Nairobi and has combined different elements aimed at providing a one-stop entertainment experience for its clients.
Customer can come in and have a nice dinner, a nice quiet dinner, enjoy premium craft beer, of the highest quality, and then spend the rest of the evening in the bar and lounge enjoying different types of entertainment. We showcase a lot of local Kenyan entertainment, so we have several bands playing throughout the week, several local DJs.
Brew Bistro and Lounge is unique for its small microbrewery that produces freshly brewed malt beer of up to 5 different lagers. The raw material, which is basically barley, is imported from Germany. Henry Simila is the man in charge of the microbrewer and he explains how this small microbrewery works. The desired quantity of barley is milled in the milling plant to form grist, which is then passed on for mashing.
In the mashing process, we mash at a given temperature because enzymes have optimum temperature for its activities. After that, we rest for about 1.5 hours, varying the temperatures. And then once all the sugars have been turned into starch, we test to find that we don't have any extra starch. We raise the mash to 78 degrees centigrade to destabilize any enzyme actions. Then we transfer to a sieving machine. The sieving machine is typical German, it's called Lotter. Lotter means sieving in German. We transfer the sieving machine where we lotter. We sieve all the liquid, sugary liquid, into another vessel called the water kettle.
Sugar is then extracted from the mash to form the what, otherwise known as sugar solution. This solution is then boiled to 93 degrees centigrade at boiling point. Hop extract, which determines the bitterness in beer, is then added. The solution then moves to fermentation tanks where it is mixed with yeast. Fermentation tanks are subjected to different temperatures depending on the type of beer being prepared.
As the fermentation goes on, the temperature rises. Now we have to control the temperature for ale beers to a maximum of 21, and for lager beers to a maximum of 16. We continue fermentation between 5 to 7 days when most of the sugars have been turned into alcohol by the yeast.
Beer is stored in storage tanks under controlled temperatures, and since they are not put under pasteurization, the beer is good for consumption for a maximum of 30 days. The brewery produces 15 to 20,000 liters of beer per month.
The beers that we brew are all named after the Big Five animals, and that's why we are called Big Five Breweries Limited, and that's how it came about. Because we wanted to develop a Kenyan product, a Kenyan premium product. And what I can say that we're really proud of today is that people have embraced the experience. You know, the Kenyan people have embraced the product. And yes, our first year was difficult because it was a new experience, it was a new product. But now people really, you know, take it as a Kenyan product. They really take it as their local, you know, place to go out and hang out and have a good time.
Brew Bistro and Lounge is attracting hundreds of clients throughout the week, a fact that the proprietor attributes to the quality of services.
Any industry is difficult, yes? I mean, obviously now we have started distributing our beer into the market. So you have to compete with various other brands, international brands, other local brands. But I always feel competition is healthy. It's healthy for the market, it's healthy for the consumer, and it always makes you to strive better. I mean, we wouldn't be where we are today, you know, if it wasn't for the efforts of our team. We have over 75 staff here at Big Five Breweries, and it's actually a team effort.
For Ladek, this business has been a huge success and has clearly demonstrated that entrepreneurship definitely pays. To him, an entrepreneur sees no end.
I'm an entrepreneur. I definitely want to expand. As I said, the Kenyan market is doing really well right now. The whole region in East Africa is doing really well. So there's definitely plans to do a second outlet, a second Brew Bistro and Lounge. And all I can say is definitely coming to you very soon.
Candy and Candy, we have come from a long journey, you know, for the last few months, you know, and it have been hectic, you know, to start a record label in Kenya, especially for someone who haven't done music before, because for me, it's more business. The first thing is for the love of music. I do love music. That's why I started. That's one thing, you know. And before, I used to work for a record label in UK. I used to work for Virgin Records. So I have a bit of history, you know, to do with music and all that, and that's why I started my own label. The age group we're targeting is teenagers, you know, like teenagers, you know, like young people, you know. Those are the people who listen to music. Those are the people who are going to go and see your shows, you know. And that's what we are working on that. And for now, we have started working in East Africa. We haven't been into the music industry before. So getting other people to appreciate what you're doing, it has been very difficult. It has been very hard. Because to do with music entertainment, it's like a cartel group. You have people who knows that, and if you don't know anyone, then you are out of it. They shut the door and you're out there by yourself. Yeah. The first thing what we have done is like the audition. We are bringing we are doing audition like we are going around East Africa. No any other record label have done that. You know, like traveling to Tanzania, going to Uganda, doing auditions. What you do, you get like Tasker Project and all that. But we are doing that as a label to get fresh artists to work with us. That's what we are doing. So that's a new idea we're bringing it in East Africa to show people you don't have to start a label and have big names to make it. You know, you can start a label today and start getting new products. Other people have done it, you know, in European countries. If you go to America, people are making money through music, but not only through music, other entrepreneurship things you can start through music. Not only that, and we're just hoping to prove to people that you can make money doing music. Because in East Africa, you see, like, it's only a few people who are making money. It's only very few people who are making money. And now we want to prove that this is a business, like any other business. We have Mr. Nice, who are just about to release a single with. We have Top C, the guy who did Urofa from Tanzania. We have a group which we just formed recently. They are called Chapter 3. We have already done the video and we have done songs. We have another group called 4D. The same thing, we have done that. And we have a guy called Fates. We have already released a single. And we have another guy called Dazda.
Grandpa Records basically is a record label and a production studio, music production studio. What we do, we have artists that we've signed, and we have clients. The freedom of clients who just come, they pay for studio time. We do their work, we give them their work. But now there's this talent that we source, and we sign them down, and we work with them for a period of time. I myself have been an artist before, and during our times, things were very hard, unlike now. So my generation of artists, the like of Abbas, the like of Red Sun, the likes of, I can say Hardstone, we're in the same lot. And that's where the name Grandpa came from. I'm considering myself a grandfather in the industry. Looking at our generation gave birth to the Juakalis and the DNAs of this world. And their generation gave birth to the Kenrezi, Major, and the other artists. So I was considering myself grandpa in that manner. I have shows for so many artists across East Africa. Whenever I bring them to the country, if it's Kisumu, Eldoret, Bungoma, wherever the place, I always have a slot for upcoming artists. I give them an opportunity, at least between 5 to 10 of them, before the main artists come. So I get to find artists from there. Just like there you can see on that song Fimbo Chapa, I'm sure like 80% of the artists, no one knew them before. I've signed DNA, Kenrezi, I've signed Kiddies, and there's quite a number of new artists. Fisherman from Mombasa, we've signed Pizzo Dizzo, we've signed Libby, we've signed Candy, and many other artists. And then there's this artist that we just work with them on project basis or some arrangements. We've worked with Mr. Blue, we've worked with Professor J from TZ. We are working now also with this guy, what is his name? Kala Jeremiah is one of the biggest hip-hop artists in Tanzania. We've worked with Jackie Chandiru, we worked with Peter Miles from Uganda too. Yeah, quite a number of artists. Yeah, just like any other business. Like when you walk into a supermarket, you always go for that brand of a bread that you know. Yeah, that's the one you buy. You don't want to try something new. That's what happens the same in the music industry. Once you've established your name, actually there's quite good income. I'm talking about millions.
One thing that I've learned over time is that there is one characteristic that is famous with every successful person I've seen, and that is that they have passion. So what are you doing with your passion? Are you driving it towards success? Well, this conversation continues online. Remember, you can reach us on our Twitter handle and Facebook page displayed on your screen. You can also drop us an email for any questions, suggestions, and comments on the show, that is on bf@standardmedia.co.ke or SMS 8041. With that, we've come to the end of tonight's show. From the rest of the team and myself, we're saying thank you so much for watching. I'm Joy Doreen Bira. Let's do business again next Thursday. Good night and God bless.
Business Focus, brought to you by KCB. KCB, making the difference.